G.W.Y.N gets Jericho to buy it for her.
Mm-hmm.
But then we switched to the garment shop where Anya got some yards of gold, purple periwinkle, and thicker wool fabric to make a new coat for Alfie. And then we went to the magical remedy shop. And that is where Anya bought the Starlace Web, Tears of a Widow, and a Void Ember. Newton got a Brain of a Salmon. And Alfie got 5 ounces of Sunfire resin. Anya also asked the potion maker about the Breestones, and he said that their powers allow for harnessing magic, flight, travel, and they're also just, very important to the Skybound lands, some of the things that they had already known. And she also asked about the fake Tattercoat Knights, and found out that the town had paid a lot for their services, and the fake Tattercoat Knights resembled a crocodile, elephant, one other animal I didn't note down, and there were 2 more that he did not see. And then we stumbled on some beaver people that are hunters, and they gave us some direction as to where the wolf would be, and that is when we noticed the clouds going crazy, and we were like, uh-oh, everything in the world in the west is looking like it's desaturating, and we don't know what's going on. Alfie told us what the dagger did.
Hmm?
There was a lot of ants. So we're like, okay, this might have to do with Granny Cracklebones, because she has this powerful as fuck dagger, but we need to figure out how to approach her because she knows divination, and we think the way that we can do that is with lead, but G.W.Y.N has not really worked with lead, and that's when she conveniently gets an update notification for working with metals, including lead. And we kind of go back and forth about what we should do with that. And eventually people are kind of like, yeah, accept the update, G.W.Y.N, or you can do whatever you want, G.W.Y.N, we trust you. And G.W.Y.N accepted the update, and that is when her flesh slipped off. Her arms revealed chainsaws, and her programming completely took over. And her programming is compelling her to capture Alphecca. And as her skin completely slopped off, she sliced right through Thad. And that is where we are.
Indeed. So, Tattercoat Knights, as we begin this season finale, all of you go ahead and roll for order.
Real quick, can you guys hear me? Do I sound okay?
You sound great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sounds fine.
Finally. Also, do I roll for order?
You do!
Okay.
And what did you roll, G.W.Y.N?
9.
9? That's pretty good. Alfie?
I got a 10, I believe. Yes, 10.
Gotcha. Anya?
Got 6.
6. Okay. Jericho?
12.
Lovely. Astrana?
7.
Okay. Newton come in with a strong 5. And we'll see about... Well, that's lovely.
Oh, brother.
Oh, it's so... Oh, it's just something else, ain't it? 23. 23.
When the Pope died, the Cardinal said you couldn't have choreographed it better. And sometimes I think that applies to other things.
Yes. Then, I mean, yeah, it could. But I suppose it's KTG1's turn.
Oh, quick draw doesn't mean I do mine first.
If your order roll is above 12.
Above 12.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And I guess I can't sacrifice anything at this point.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, with this thing starting off, all of you watch as, like, this big central eye begins to focus in on Alfie. And at this moment, I think, yeah, the machine is going to run forward to this location and is going to extend... Actually, running by Astrana, firstly, they're going to take a swing at you, Astrana, with their light chainsaw. As they're moving through after just decapitating Thad, they swing on you.
Okay.
Does
Does this mean they get detriment when they move to Alfie at least?
They will. 40 to you.
Okay. Because I have a bunch of Scion points, I have a shield rating of 8 at the moment.
Okay. 32.
Yeah, that's still a big ouchie, but I'll take it on stamina.
Gotcha. Then you barely duck under the swing of the chainsaw. Then they'll make it to Alfie. So they go ahead and make it to Alfie. We'll swing with detriment 1 with this light chainsaw at you, Alfie.
I don't suppose I get to know why they have detriment 1.
They moved out
Because
of...
it moved by me.
Yeah, you just
That's
saw it.
correct. I saw it and then I immediately forgot it. I'm so sorry.
Lock in! Lock in!
I was stressing.
24!
Points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I have a shield rating of 5.
So 19.
So that is gonna... Yep, 19, which I can take on stamina.
Gotcha. Then, as the light chainsaws first move near Astrana as she ducks back, Astrana gives this burst of psionic energy that just causes the creature to move off base enough. This thing that technically is Gwen, and you are just barely able to move backward, Alfie, before you are bisected in half by this thing. Then, ooh, what next? You watch as, looking around, its back begins to open up, and it's going to fire its heat-seeking kunai as 10 kunai fly out of its back. 5 going at Newton, 5 going at Anya. Like, all of them just barreling towards your throats. So we'll start with Newton first. So, 5 at him. So, 0 damage to the first. Then, let's see, that is going to be 2 damage. Just keep this updated here. So that's 2 attacks. Third attack. We're up to 4 damage. Fourth attack. That's going to be up to 8 damage. And then 5th attack. Alright, so 10 damage total. As Newton can, in fact, take that on stamina. And then that same wave of attacks at Anya. And Anya, an important thing to note. These kunai have puncture 20 and piercing, which means they completely negate 20 shield rating, and they ignore armor. Cannot use armor blocks against these things.
Very cool.
They're pretty nasty. 0 for the first. Then 4. Then 2, so we're up to 6. Then 0. 8 damage total then to you, Anya. As all of these kunai fly in the air, how are you dodging them as they are trying to lock onto your heat signature?
Well, Anya's gonna be ducking and diving, jumping out of the way as best she can.
Gotcha.
Trying to get them to hit the stone ground.
Mm-hmm. And as they begin to hit the ground, you can see like the creature is moving towards you, and then its eye sees Jericho beginning to move towards his weapon, starting to raise it up. And then they are going to activate their execution protocol on you, Jericho.
Okay.
At this moment, you go ahead and watch as the eye turns completely black. Vroom. A cable of light fires from one of the arms. It's going to hit you, Jericho, and reel you up to 100 feet closer. It's taking you right there.
Great.
Jericho, as you're being moved forward, it begins to whip the cord up and trying to slam you down onto the ground. I'm going to need you to make a physical save.
Okay. 1 success.
You are slammed down onto the ground, taking 10 points of damage as Alfie, Jericho leaves this indentation in the cobblestone. And then, Jericho, as you take this damage, you can see these kind of tendrils of light begin to expand away from G.W.Y.N. I'm going to need you to make another physical save.
Okay, I'm going to use some hero points on that one.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy!
Nothing.
You then watch, Anya, as Jericho is fired into the air as this pillar of light shoots him 50 feet up. As you're hanging 50 feet in the air, Gwyn's eye is going to begin to glow orange, and they're going to fire an eye beam at you while you are in the air, Jericho.
Yeah.
Let's see. With this, yeah, they'll execute a reroll of 2 dice. We'll see how that goes. Only 30 damage to you, Jericho.
It doesn't matter. It's all gone.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll 2d6, but it's not over.
Oh, wait, hang on. Can I use armor blocks on this?
You can.
I'll do that instead.
Gotcha. Then, as you use an armor lock, as you're just floating in the air, this beam of orange energy hits you square in the chest. Luckily, your armor begins to take it. However, as you go up now exactly 100 feet, G.W.Y.N is going to try and fire another grapple into the air. I'm going to need you to make one last physical save.
We're rolling 2 of those. Okay, so that's 2 successes.
2 successes. Then, how do you avoid coming down on the chainsaw, which would have dealt 100 magical slashing damage to you?
So I'm being grappled back down to it?
Yes, you're being grappled right back down.
Is it like a thick metal cable?
It's like a cable made of light.
Okay. Well, after I am hit with the grapple, I try to sort of grab hold of either the whatever hit me or the cable or something, and I just try to sort of manipulate it so that I am swung a little bit out of the trajectory of impact.
Gotcha. And you are, as it's trying to whip you by the chainsaw. In the end, they're going to go ahead and whip you right there.
Okay.
As you fall kind of like skittering across the ground before you make it back to your feet, armor damaged, like as this creature is just building more and more energy. All of you watch as tendrils of light start to emerge from the ground around G.W.Y.N, as all the fans in their body begin to whirl, as a mechanical symphony starts to emerge. But that will finally be their turn. Jericho, you're up.
Augury or gun? Augury or gun? Augury or gun? For the purposes of Noxos, would G.W.Y.N currently count as a structure?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Take everything you can get.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to cast Augury.
Okay.
Okay. My question is going to be, how do we restore G.W.Y.N's mind and personality to the state I have generally known it?
Gotcha. Then, in this moment, you get a vision of a broken down robotic body, wards across the interior mechanisms powering down, no longer glowing with arcane protection. And you see something very strange. Jericho, can you come with me to side one?
Okay.
You see at the center of G.W.Y.N Jericho a bright cyan blue stone with speckles of green moving through it. It almost looks like the green is clouds being moved by the wind, and you smell the constant breeze around this stone. The thing that's powering G.W.Y.N. Turn it off and back on again.
Do I get any sense of how to do that?
Take the stone out. That's what's powering her.
Okay. All right.
Back to main.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna completely shatter your body, but
That's
we
cool.
still love you
That's
and we'll
chillin'.
fix it afterwards.
Yep.
With friendship.
Can I shout
Sounds
to the
good, love you
group?
too.
Sure.
Blue stone in the chest. Remove it. Take it out. Get it out of her.
Okay.
Okay. Do we see a visible blue stone?
Nope.
Or no? Okay.
All I
Caleb's
know is
plan
it's
still
in her
stands.
chest.
Let's go.
You said a blue stone?
Yeah. And I'll say, with my background action, can I use it on G.W.Y.N but not the robot?
Ooh, I'd probably put it up to a chance roll, but you can certainly try.
Nah. I'll give it to Alfie. Alfie, you can reroll all ones.
Thank you. Is the I have a question. Is the chance roll, on one hand G.W.Y.N gets it, on the other hand the robot gets it, or on the one hand G.W.Y.N gets it, on the other hand nobody gets it?
Who knows?
Okay, never mind. Thank you for it. I will take it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And, how long was that cable again? 100 feet?
100 feet.
Oh, yeesh. I'm just gonna.
Don't run, little boy. Don't
I'm
run.
just gonna go around the corner. Just going around the corner. That'll be my turn. That'll be my turn. That'll be good
Okay.
for me.
Alfie, you're up.
You remember the opening scene in Ant-Man?
Uh-huh.
Where he broke into a lock by, what's the word? Abusing the idea of thermal fatigue?
Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily, I got ice, Astrana's got fire. Let's make this happen. As I will use, first of all, I'll use my background action to summon Inora right over here.
So,
Oh, wait, does it
you're
do
using
anything?
your Dream Warrior, correct?
Correct.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll a d6. Because it's summon a Dream Warrior. If you have
I have-
multiple Dream Warriors, a warrior
Oh,
is
God.
chosen at random.
If Fred is summoned, and specifically if Fred is useless when he is summoned, I'm gonna jump into a cavern. But I still love Fred anyway. Why won't this roll?
You are rolling.
It is
It's
fully
Many times.
you're rolling many times. It's very funny because the first 4 are all Fred.
That's okay, I love Fred. My screen is completely frozen though, so I guess I don't... Oh, I'm just gonna restart for... Oh. Wait, no.
So
Okay.
Fred shows up?
Yep. As all of you watch as there is this swirling of ice next to Alfie, and then a cuttlefish is there.
Oh, hi, Fred. Can you help us, please?
Battle!
So true,
Did he
King.
say bottle?
Battle.
Battle.
Battle!
Battle.
Context clues, Jamie.
You not
When has
understand
anything
his
Fred said
accent?
ever made sense in context?
Oh,
Many
many
Most
times!
of the time, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, anyway, never mind. So
I
then
think
I'm
you're
gonna
just
make my
terrible at
comment.
context clues.
Oh my
I
God.
legitimately just couldn't hear it. You cut out, for me at least. Yep, I lost connection to the server. That's what Foundry said. In the meantime, I'm gonna use my Cryomancer grasp at G.W.Y.N,
Okay.
the robot. Okay, Foundry kicked me out. 1 second, let me grab my stupid dice. I'm so sorry.
I can roll for you if you want to tell me the numbers.
I think I would rather die, Caleb. I love you though.
Wow.
Your luck.
Jericho just rolled like shit like this entire session so far.
Okay, I won't let him roll for me either. D6 is equal to my mental score, which is 3. Okay. Luckily, I put all my D6s on top. I think this happened last time. Okay, so I'm gonna use 2 hero points because I only got 1 success that time. Okay, so I have 1 success.
Okay.
For
Are you rolling ones?
Oh, that's right. I did roll a 1. So I'm gonna add that hero point back because one of them was a 1, and then I'll re-roll that one with your power. Okay, yes, 2 successes. 1, so that's 6 magical cold damage. And I
What's your
regain
cold at?
2 stamina points. My cold is at 4.
Remember, you add your cold to your damage rating, if anything, with the cold tag. So
Oh,
I
I
don't
need
think
to-
it's possible for you to get only 6.
That's right. I need to make a note of that somewhere because I did not make a note of that. That's 3 plus 4 is 7 times 2 is 14.
14. Yep. Stamina.
Okay, that's fine. But now there's some cold damage applied, and hopefully we can make this dream happen together. That is gonna have to be my turn because I sacrificed all of my background and movement to get Fred there.
Gotcha. And Fred has, of course, the order of 0, so he'll be going then. Moving to G.W.Y.N's turn, first things first, with the G.W.Y.N body, at the start of each turn, it regains 25 stamina points. Then, she regains a health block if she's at 5 or less at the start of her turn. So, back up to full stamina for her. And at this point, we go, and we find you, G.W.Y.N. You find yourself in a jumble of memories, of desires, flashes, images that move in front of you. You see Astrana dodge back. You see Jericho in the air. Your allies all around you, but it's hard to maintain connection to who you are, to what you are. As one message keeps repeating, capture Alpheka, capture Alpheka, capture Alpheka. This moment, we're going to begin your challenges. Each round, G.W.Y.N, you will get a puzzle. You will have a certain amount of time on your own to solve this puzzle. If you successfully solve it in time, you will weaken this current version of G.W.Y.N that is fighting your party. If you do not solve it, the current version that you see right now will get another turn at its full power. So, here's the clock. I will go ahead and post the link to the puzzle in the chat of Foundry. Here we go. Click on it and good luck.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a Wordle type puzzle. On the right side of the screen, you can see the unlock attempt. You have 20 attempts, but time is ticking.
Can I move letters back up, or do I have to like redo the whole alphabet if I go past letter?
Have to redo the whole thing. Minute
Okay.
20 left.
Yep, I know. Okay. 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 Oh my god. This thing is so slow, by the way. This is why it's taking forever. Okay. No, no, I'm not gonna solve it in time. No.
So, you have an option. You failed. You can either try again. However, if you do, and you fail this time, there's nothing else after, and this version of G.W.Y.N will become more powerful. Or you could let your party keep fighting G.W.Y.N as she is now. What's your decision?
I think as she is now.
As she is now? Okay. Then, that is G.W.Y.N's turn. Astrana, you're up.
Great. Estrana is panicking. Jericho said something about a thing in her chest, so she's gonna launch some fire at Gwyn's chest.
Okay.
And that will be... I don't have any... Is Alfie considered within range?
Yes.
I have one friend. Hero points. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Okay. One success for 4 damage.
Stamina.
Yep, I figured as much. I'm going to background action old-fashioned grit to regain 4 stamina points.
Okay.
Then I know it's not going to save me from the grapple, but I am going to back up. And... shit, all on my turn there, I guess.
Okay. Anya, you're up.
Oh boy. Well, when I heard Jericho say that, I'm going to go ahead and use Curse, Blighting Hex trying to target Gwyn's chest.
Okay. And at the start of your turn, Gwyn will regain 25 stamina points.
Very cool. Oh. That's wrong.
Oh, that's at the start of every turn?
Every turn.
Oh, I thought it was at the start of Gwyn's turn.
No, that's why I kept saying every turn.
I just didn't hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well there's one success. And that is... For every success you deal 1 plus your power score, so 3 damage.
Okay. Take that on stamina.
And I'll go ahead and use Command on Gwyn.
Okay.
And I am going to back up against these rocks. And that'll be Anya's turn.
Gotcha. Then it'll be Newton's turn. Newton. Ooh. Newton is going to hightail it back here. And he's going to go ahead and hold his action with his fishing rod. And now it's Fred. As Alpha, you watch as Fred moves up and he goes, Chaos! And Fred is going to go ahead and use his Chaos action. Jamie, can you please roll 1d6 for me? To see what Fred...
I might be able to. It's slowly letting me back in. In the meantime, let me get my physical dice again. I don't know if you saw the Cloudflare error, but it's going to make me throw something at the wall. I'm going to do a very nice chaotic looking dice just for Fred and not Frank.
Okay.
Alright. You said d6, right?
Yes, a d6.
Okay, I thought so. That's what I picked up. Is 1 okay?
Fred uses the help action on a creature he can see, and then uses his tentacle attack if able. So he'll use the help action on Alfie.
That is good. I love him!
And then we'll go ahead and use his tentacles.
Hell yeah.
What a little spiritual warrior he is.
Well, I mean...
Where did everybody go? They all backed up.
Yep, be 6 damage. But that is going to be Fred's turn. It's now Gwyn's turn. And you're right there, Alfie.
Yeah, so it turns out when you sacrifice your movement, you can't move.
That is very, very true.
Very profound.
Gwyn is going to try and light chainsaw you. However, Newton is going to go ahead and attempt to use his fishing rod to yank you back.
That is very appreciated.
He's trying his best.
Love him.
And he's not going to deal any damage to you. He is just trying to grab and pull.
Gotta get this man the push-pull power.
Using up as he's going to go ahead and draw you back this way. As the attack will only hit air. As this point, yeah, I think Gwyn is going to go ahead and look upon Fred and... Ooh.
He's just a boy.
Yeah, a boy who is getting the chainsaw, though. As Gwyn will swing down at Fred.
At one of them.
32, which is going to go past stamina. Or, no, he's got actually 50, so you can go ahead and take that. Yeah. He's the same level as Honora.
That's 3! How much did he put into stamina?
5.
Oh my god. I love this fucking fish.
Okay. As Fred will dodge to the side. And then... Yeah, I think G.W.Y.N make their way forward. And we'll go ahead and begin to fire 10 times... Actually, 5 times at Newton, 5 times at Alfie with their heat-seeking kunai.
Heat-seeking.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have heat, a lot of it. I have a lot of cold instead.
Correct. So this only succeeds against Alfie on 6s.
Yes! Thank you. I love you.
First one is a miss. Second one is a miss. Then you're getting 2 damage through.
I have a shield rating of 5.
Remember, puncture 20.
Oh no! So 2 damage, I can take that.
Mm-hmm. Then that's also a miss. And then another 2.
Okay, I can take that.
Now, these ones will be at Newton. I'll just roll them all at once against him. And we'll see how it goes. Only 6 to Newton, and he will be able to go ahead and take that on stamina as he dives out of the way. So all these heat-seeking kunai go everywhere. And then, in this moment, as you both are ducking and dodging, Alfie, the chest begins to open up. You watch as... like, that central point in G.W.Y.N pops. And as it starts to open, you see this bright blue and green stone in the center begin to be slightly revealed as the wind begins to pick up in this place. Alfie, you hear Newton whisper, "By the gods! A breeze stone!" And G.W.Y.N is going to go ahead and use her breeze stone blast on you and Newton. I'm going to need both of you to go ahead and make a spirit save.
Well, goddamn. That's 1 success for me.
Okay. And then for Newton...
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Nothing.
I'm gonna use a hero point. I'm gonna use a hero point. I'm gonna use a hero point.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a hero point. Just so we're clear, I'm gonna use a hero point. Fuck!
Can I give Newton a reroll, or will that not really help him?
You can give him a reroll if you want.
Sure, I'll give it to my buddy.
Nope.
Oh.
A torrent of energy impacts Alfie and Newton. Both Alfie and Newton are staggered till the end of their next turn, meaning you can take an action, background action, or use your movement. But only one of them. As both as well will begin to levitate 10 feet in the air, thanks to the power of the breeze stone. And then, looking back, G.W.Y.N will finally go ahead and use Steal and Shoot, as G.W.Y.N will drain the stamina from Frank, which is 18 stamina left, as the breeze stone seemingly begins to draw in the life force of the cuttlefish. And then G.W.Y.N will look towards you, Estrana. 18 damage your way.
Okay, does shield rating take that off?
It would, yeah.
Thank God, because I have 17 stamina left. So that would be taking 10 off now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can take that on stamina.
Gotcha. Then, as you take this on stamina and G.W.Y.N continues bearing down on Alfie, Jericho, you're up.
Okay. Did I see when Gwyn's chest opened up?
Yes. And at this point, it's like closed back as she's finished using the power of the breeze stone.
Okay. Starting off, I'm gonna go there. And Jericho's just kind of mumble under his breath. God's above and all that impacts fate. Please protect this idiot and the idiots he's with. And then I sort of try and shoot my shotgun at Gwyn's chest if I can, because I think this is a slug.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and aim for the hinges or where the panels slid open, whatever was like caused the opening closing action, hoping to weaken it.
Gotcha. Then go ahead and make that damage roll.
Okay. Two hero points.
Okay.
Okay, that's 12 points of damage.
12. Takes it on stamina, but as you hit that area, there's a quick burst of light and spark. You've added an extra minute for Anna on her next puzzle, targeting this point.
Oh my god, thank you.
Okay, and then I'll give my reroll one's power to Alfie again.
Okay.
I would urge you to recommend, because I don't have ranged.
Okay, I'll give it to Estrada.
Okay.
Is it on all checks or is it attacks?
Next roll, I think,
Yeah,
right?
Next roll?
Next roll.
Mm-hmm.
You can reroll all ones on your next roll.
Okay, cool. I was going to try something that wasn't an attack, so just wanted to be sure.
Yeah. And that's me, I think.
And that's you. Then Alfie, as you levitate in the air staggered, what are you doing?
I am going to use my background action. And I'm going to use it on also Astrana. This is, you can gain an extra success on your next save or damage roll. So if you're forced to make a save, you can use it.
Gotcha.
Cool, thank you.
And that is my turn.
Gotcha. Then at the end of your turn, you fall back down, and the stab condition is gone. However, at this moment, G.W.Y.N, we return to you. You've been given an extra minute to solve this puzzle. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, yes. I'm locked in.
You're locked in. Okay. Then, with this, you click the left side, then you click the right side. That's all I will say for this. Actually, for this, yeah. Here you go. Here's the puzzle. Good luck.
You click the left side and click the right side?
Yep.
Okay.
It's matching. About 2 minutes remaining. And then you click the attempt unlock to test.
I'm seeing something that says enter the secret word on the bottom. Is that...
Yep, that's part of it.
Okay.
There's a secret word.
Okay. And all these letters in the middle are...
There are hints.
Okay. I don't understand.
You can just use your keyboard to type it in. You have about a minute left.
Yeah, I know. I just don't understand. 's the only word I'm seeing here. No?
Ten seconds. And that's it. Are you wishing to double the ante and try again?
No.
Okay.
I had no fucking clue how to solve that puzzle, I'm gonna be honest.
It was Tattercoat
Oh, gotcha.
for everyone there. But G.W.Y.N remains fully powered. Astrana, you're up.
Great. I think as I'm kind of... I don't really know if this is going to work, but as I'm kind of looking over my friends, trying to see if there's anything left of what I know of her, can I try Mind Reader? Try and find those last pieces of her and maybe how to bring those back out?
What, like reading the mind of, like, this, like, robot?
Yeah, that's what I'm attempting.
Sure. It's capture Alpheka, capture Alpheka, capture Alpheka.
Okay, and trying to push deeper doesn't get me anything else?
No.
Gotcha. Okay, that is my action. I guess I'll background action, regain a little bit of stamina.
Okay.
And I'll stick where I am on my turn there.
Gotcha. Anya, you're up.
Oh boy, oh boy. I'm going to attempt what I did last time and try to shoot into the chest with my Curse of Blighting Hex.
Gotcha. Are you aiming for that particular point now?
Yes.
Okay.
Now that I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 3 successes. So it's going to be 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Take that on stamina, but you've given Anna another minute.
Yippee! Also, I'm going to realign command on that, so
Okay.
I forgot to restate what that says. So, all of you get benefit 1 on damage rolls against G.W.Y.N with command on.
Well, the next damage roll.
Mm-hmm.
Or the next roll against her, yeah.
Yes. Yes. And that'll have to be my turn.
Gotcha. Then it'll be Newton's turn. Newton is going to attempt to fish hook Alfie back to him. Yeah. Just trying to get Alfie away. Oh, very nice. Alfie, you're going to be yoinked back here if that's alright.
I cannot imagine a world where it wouldn't be alright at this moment in time.
Gotcha. Then Newton drops back to Earth. That'll be his turn. Now it's Fred. Jamie, can you roll a d6?
I would love to. Let's go, Fred. 6.
6! Okay. So, for his 6, target creature regains 1 health block. Anyone losing a health block?
Not me.
Not yet.
I see.
I am at full.
Well then, Fred doesn't have anything then. He'll just pop it on himself. And
Fair
then
enough.
As he should, King.
he'll squid back that way. And that will be his turn. Top of the round, G.W.Y.N, once again. Ooh. Does seem to be a lot of activity here. I think G.W.Y.N, first things first, is going to transform both of her arms into cannons, and she's going to fire a depleted Cerium burst at Astrana and a depleted burst at Newton. So, first depleted burst at Astrana, only hitting on 6s for this one. 45, Astrana.
That's a fuck ton of 6s. Health block.
Oh, health block? Gotcha. Sheer.
Yep. How much?
Sheer 1.
Owie. But I can take that. I don't have anything else I can use to block it, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll 2d6 twice.
First one is an 8. Second one is a 4.
Gotcha. Then you gain detriment 3 on your next roll, and you become scared of G.W.Y.N for the next 3 rounds. As also, since you're hit, you are knocked back up to 30 feet. So you are corner of the map as you are hit, taken off your feet by the impact of this burst of metal to the chest.
Great. To clarify, being scared of G.W.Y.N, is that the minor or the major injury?
That's the major.
That is the major.
Mhm.
Damn. Okay.
And then shots on Newton next. 15 to Newton, which he cannot take. He'll lose 2 health blocks as he is fired backward into this archway. And he rolled a 4 and a 7, which means he's blind. All creatures gain benefit 1 against him. As you hear Newton cry out, Alfie. And as he gets slammed back, you can see there's like shrapnel all in his face. He's bleeding. There's like heavy wound in his gut from the impacts of G.W.Y.N. And then what would be next? I think, well, yeah. Next up, G.W.Y.N is going to turn back to Anya. And Anya, you begin to feel something change here in Fairfield. As the houses all around you begin to like shake, rattle. Runes start to appear all along G.W.Y.N's body as she's using Master of Metal. all the metal within about a tenth of a mile of you begins to rise up in the air, Anya, summoned by G.W.Y.N. And then she's sending these metal pieces right down on you.
Queen, return to sender. I don't want him.
You lucky person. On a D100, I rolled a 4. Times 3. 12 damage to you, Anya.
I'm gonna take that on an armor block.
Armor block. Then, as you dodge out of the way, getting to cover kind of beneath the tree, your armor begins to take the pelting of metal. But you are not killed by it. As, finally, some heat-seeking kunai. Half are going to be going at Jericho, the other half are going to be going at Anya. We'll start with Jericho first. First attack we have 2 to Jericho. Then nothing. Then 4. Then nothing. Then 2. So that's 8 total.
Okay, stamina.
You begin to dodge the kunai, as at the same time, more kunai that are emerging from G.W.Y.N's back begin to barrel towards Anya. First one at Anya. 2. 4, we're up to 6 damage. 8 damage. Let's see. With that, up to 10 damage. And then last one. 14 damage.
I'll take that on stamina.
Gotcha. Then as the kunai continue to whiz by Anya, you're ducking, diving. But at this point, G.W.Y.N is continuing to now make her way forward towards Alfie. And that will be G.W.Y.N's turn. Jericho, you're up.
Can I use the stick of infinite butter at range? Just huck it at her?
You could, sure. You could huck butter at her.
Would it do the supernaturally greased part?
It would, yes. If you made at least like one physical success as you threw it.
Either I do that or I reload my gun, because I can't actually shoot it 2 rounds in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second, she's a robot. She'd probably like being oiled. Probably be a good thing for her.
My joints.
Yeah, just... Oh, I can move faster now.
Lubrication.
Yeah, I'll just reload my gun.
Okay, action. You begin to reload your shotgun.
And I will... Hey, you're in melee range now. I'll give Alfie that reroll ones thing.
Okay.
All I can do. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, that's Jericho. Alfie, you're up.
I cannot see the map again. It keeps kicking me out, and I'm gonna throw something at somebody. Oh wait, I got it. We're good.
Throw something
We're
at
good.
G.W.Y.N.
We're good. I don't have something that I can really throw at G.W.Y.N at the moment. But what I can do... I have a question, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Is this possibly something I could use my Tor for? I could try making a ranged attack with my Cryomancer's Grasp.
G.W.Y.N is right in front of you.
But...
Yeah, she's right in front of you.
Oh shit, maybe I can't see the map. What the hell?
Can someone put a stream up for Jamie?
This is a problem. If she's right there, then I'm just gonna grab the thing.
Yep, like she is right in front of you with command, so extra benefit 1.
Okay, I will do that. Oh shit, look at that. Yeah.
The Breestone went back in her chest, but maybe you
Yes,
could hold
I'm
your
gonna,
action
like-
for when she uses it again.
It wasn't out of her chest when I shot her, and it still helped.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of palm right where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And then specifically try to freeze those hinges so that they're more brittle and they might not be able to close as easily.
Gotcha.
So that is gonna be mental gets 3. I'm gonna try rolling it here, and you can tell me if you end up seeing it or not. Plus benefit 1, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You got 2 successes.
Okay, I'll use a hero point. I can see the dice roll. I guess I just can't see the update of where people are on the map. Is that
Still
okay?
2.
So still 2 successes. So that is going to be 7 each to make 14 damage again.
14 damage adds another minute for Anna's time as you press your hand against the chest, beginning to freeze it over. But already you can see as more runes begin to light up along the armor as the light starts to grow from beneath your ice, almost like cracking through, heating up this body.
I don't suppose I can skedaddle.
I mean, you could try.
It's not going to work very well, is it?
Hmm.
Mr. God, tell me that. Well, first I'm going to use my background action on... Oh shit, I forgot to odds or evens I mean, Astrana didn't use it, but I forgot to odds or evens last time. I will odds or evens Newton.
Newton? Okay.
Yes. Because he seems like he really needs it. If he needs to make a save.
What'd you call?
I didn't call yet.
Alright.
Odds?
Let's see. Evens again. Nope.
God damn it. That's okay. Then, I guess I'll try to skedaddle.
Okay.
Let's see if I can move. Okay, I can move. I just literally can't see anybody else that has already moved. That's right. We'll figure it out. I have 55 feet, so I'm going to go all of it. That was 40. I'm just going to go up here real quick. And that'll be my turn.
Gotcha. And at this point, we're back to G.W.Y.N. G.W.Y.N, you're beginning to see snippets of your allies. Them fighting a losing battle against you, yourself.
Yep. I'm so sorry if I'm just terrible at puzzles.
As you look on, here is the next puzzle. Good luck.
Any instruction before I get in?
Nope.
Okay. Fuck. I hate these kinds of puzzles.
Mhm.
Okay. 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 Huh, I did it!
There you go. Okay.
Oh my god, I did a puzzle!
Congrats. You did it!
Yay!
Then, as you begin to fight G.W.Y.N, you start to hold back the routines and the mantras that are playing, not just in your mind, but in your body, in your systems. Now, until your next turn, they are fighting the depowered G.W.Y.N. The self-repair only happens on her turn now, and she only regains 5 stamina points at the start of her turn, amongst many other things. But that is G.W.Y.N, and all of you can visibly see, like, the robot begin to grow more sluggish. That same fluidity that it had been using kind of melting away. Astrana, you're up.
Gotcha. So the scared condition, I can't attack or use any power on it, but I can get closer, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna use all my movement to move up here so I can see things. With pyromancy, would it be possible to make like a line of fire like across here to like block Alfie from G.W.Y.N?
Not really what that power does.
Gotcha.
I would say you could give it a try, but it would be a little bit of a higher degree of difficulty to manifest the fire and keep it there.
That is fair. Thank you. May I use old-fashioned grit first to ignore the minor injury that's giving me detriment?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, and then is it, I'm sorry, you said it was a check or a damage roll?
This be a check.
Okay, is it, I assume mental, since that's what the power uses?
Yep.
Okay. Hero points. 2 successes.
2. Then you can create a weak barrier of fire spanning 30 feet in front of the creature.
Cool. Hopefully anything helps. That was action, background action movement, so that is my turn.
Gotcha. Then, Anya, you're up.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna move a little bit closer. Because we are a little crazy. And I'm going to try once again to use Curse of Blighting Hex on that. Yes, I'm gonna just do that. Because that seems like the most helpful thing I can do. Trying to once again target those hinges that allow the breeze stone to pop out.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's 3 successes, so that's 9 points of damage.
9 damage. We'll go ahead and take that on stamina. However, your damage seems to be more effective as G.W.Y.N is moving slower. As the impact occurs, another minute added to Anna's time.
Right, and I am going to reapply command onto G.W.Y.N, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Gotcha. Then it'll be Newton's turn. On Newton's turn, you hear G.W.Y.N from inside, like your mental prison. Newton, go. G.W.Y.N? G.W.Y.N, are you in there? I can't see. Where are you? And Newton is blind. He's been abandoned. But he's going to attempt to go ahead and make a attack with his fishing rod at G.W.Y.N through the flame. And he's got Comeback Kid on this. So this is going to could turn out well. We'll see. Gonna be 4 damage to G.W.Y.N, kind of at the midsection. Actually, it would be more, be 5. Okay, it would be 5 damage as his fishing hook, like, gets a bit of kind of dented metal and he begins to like yank it as part of a hinge pops just a bit. But that's all he can do. Like, he's blind. He doesn't know where to go. He hasn't been trained.
Can I shout to
Does his
him?
fishing hook having sharp 2 add anything to his damage? Or was that with that? Since I made it with artificing.
Oh, it does have sharp 2. You're right. So then it would... Ooh. It'd be 15 damage, which is a lot better.
Newton carry.
Honestly, yeah. With that attack, he adds 3 minutes to your time.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's
Hell
my
yeah.
fucking boy.
That's the boy.
Can I call to him, seeing he's confused?
You can?
I don't know how much good it'll do, but kind of calling out, Newton, this way. You'll be okay. Just come this way.
Okay, as you say that, G.W.Y.N just relocks onto you. That'll... On Newton's turn... Well, before he ends it, he's gonna try to go that way. Let's see if he can do it. He's gonna kind of, like, teeter, but he's gonna start trying to walk towards the sound of your voice, Alfie. That'll be Newton's turn. Now it's Fred. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me, Jamie.
Would love to. 2?
2. Fred causes target creature to gain stamina points equal to an amount equal to their character level. Who really needs stamina points?
I have 9 left.
I have 7.
I have 11.
I have 14.
Gotcha. Then Jericho, go ahead and regain stamina points equal to your level then.
Okay.
And Fred is going to go ahead and float his way right here. And that will go ahead and be his turn. Top the round, a depleted G.W.Y.N. However, still very dangerous. What is the move? I think first things first, a grapple at Alfie to pull them back.
Oh, a grapple, holy shit. Wait.
You knew they had this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like... Okay.
You're also about to be pulled through a wall
very,
of fire,
very
possibly.
far away on my screen.
Well, they are. They have 100 feet. Believe that is enough, as their light will grab onto you, Alfie, and yank you through the fire.
That's probably fine.
You'll take 5 magical fire damage as you are yanked.
I will happily take it.
Sorry, Jamie.
Wait, I have a shield rating.
Gotcha.
Of 5, exactly. So I'll just kind of take it.
Perfect.
This is a weather effect, and I'm immune to it. Easy. Done.
And now the chainsaw.
Okay.
As gonna go ahead and attack twice. First attack. 16.
Oh, shit. I've been playing 5e for so long. I was about to say no, that doesn't hit. Yeah, 16. Down to 11 after the shield rating is going to be able to be taken on stamina.
Gotcha. And as you dodge the first chainsaw, here comes the second. 8.
That has to be on... No, it doesn't. Shield rating makes it 3. I have 3 left. I don't have any stamina left right now, but I didn't take an injury. We're cruising.
You're telling me you don't have any stamina left.
So, here's the thing.
Oh, dude, I got frostbitten.
Correct.
They have a lot of attacks coming up.
Probably gonna be fine.
These are the heat-seeking kunai. We will see how you do against them. How many health blocks do you have? then you need to dodge 3 6s out of 10 rolls. Let's see how lucky you are. Number 1. A miss. Number 2. That's a hit, -1 health block. Number 3. That's a hit, -2 health blocks. Number 4. Barely miss. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. And that's 3.
And there isn't anything I can figure out how to do with my Tor, because I have no idea how it works, to create some kind of extra shield or buffer or push G.W.Y.N away.
An extra shield? Potentially. What would you be trying to do with the Tor?
Kind of create a sort of protective barrier, almost like a shell. I'm imagining like a hermit crab's shell that kind of extends out and around to deflect away from the missiles, or make them kind of like slow down, kind of like moving through molasses as they're trying to hit me.
Go ahead and make a physical or mental check, up to you. This is an attempt to increase your Tor to cause this one kunai to be bounced away with a pulse of energy.
That is going to be physical, and I don't think I had Jericho's thing on me, did I? That was somebody else.
Yes.
Holy shit, I'm gonna use 3 hero points on that.
Okay.
That's 3 successes.
Your Tor increases by 1. And that kunai, the 7th, goes spinning off. Now comes the 8th. Now the 9th. And now the 10th. The kunai, as they begin to rush around you, Alfie, cutting your body to ribbons, you try and create this barrier of cold that stops one right before it hits you dead in the chest. Probably not a killing blow, but enough to probably send you into unconsciousness. I'm going to need you to roll for injuries, though.
Will do. Oh, this is not good.
Ooh.
3 and then 9.
You feel your eyes get taken. And then the kunai also cut your heels, as with a 9, your power score is halved for the next 2 days. But afterwards, the chest is going to open once more, and G.W.Y.N is going to summon the Gale. I'm going to need everyone to go ahead and make a physical save.
Want to re-roll 2 of those?
Okay?
2 successes.
You pass.
I'm also re-rolling 2. One success.
You fail.
I'm also gonna re-roll 2.
Okay.
2 successes.
Gotcha.
2 successes?
You pass. Anyone get less than 2 successes?
Me.
Gotcha. And then Newton. As the winds begin to pick up and both of you fall prone. Then otherwise, let's see if she can do anything else this turn. Nope, she's depleted. That will unfortunately be G.W.Y.N's turn. Jericho, you're up.
Do I still get benefit 1? Has that been used up yet?
has not been used yet.
Okay.
Or no, it has been used because of Newton.
Oh,
Mhm.
right. Okay. Shotgun
Closed.
right for that spot I hit before.
Mm-hmm. Extra D6 from Alfie.
Oh, yep. Okay. Oof. I'm re-rolling all of those.
Mm-hmm.
One success for 12 points.
One success for 12. Still pretty good, as we'll take that on stamina, having to do everything they can to dodge the slug that goes whizzing past, adding another 2 minutes to Anna's time.
Okay. I'll give my background action to Anya.
Anya, okay.
My turn.
That's Jericho's turn. As you duck back down and you see Piero kind of scuttle up. Boss! Boss! Are you okay, boss?
I'm fine.
And you can
For now.
You can see like he's got his little sword that G.W.Y.N made. He's holding it in both of his hands, but they're like shaking terribly, Jericho.
Hey. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
I'll protect you, boss. I'll protect you.
I think Jericho starts to tear up a little bit as he says, I know you will, buddy.
And Alfie, it's your turn.
I would once again like to throw a Cryomancer's attack into that hole, or, where the hinges are. If it's been being beaten up so far, and you mentioned Newton was kind of pulling at it, Jericho's been shooting it, would you consider it to have gotten kind of stressed so far?
It's been damaged.
Would using cold specifically help a little bit more, because she's made of metal, and cold makes metal significantly more brittle?
Maybe, but also this isn't your typical metal.
That is true. And that is going to be... Ooh, that sucks, but do I have... I get hero points to spare, probably.
Can I give hero points?
You
to people,
could.
by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jamie, I'll give you enough to reroll those other two.
Thank you, Olivia. That is not what I meant to do. Let's take the first two of those. Oh no!
Nothing.
Let's not do that. Let's take the last two of those. I should have clicked on that before saying anything. Okay, so 1 success for 7 damage, I believe.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, no, because my power score is halved. Hold on. So that is 2 plus 4 is 6 damage.
6 damage. Then, with that, we'll take that on a health block. As you slam your hand, like, towards the chest, G.W.Y.N moves, and as you release a pulse of cold in, the metal armor begins to become more brittle and crack.
Then I will give my background action to Anya this time, on odds.
Okay. On odds. Let's see. Here we go. It's odd.
Alright, Anya, you gain an extra save just free on an extra success, sorry, on your next save or damage roll.
Yes!
And then I should probably skedaddle. I want to abandon Newton, but also the safest place for him to be is probably nowhere close to where the rest of us are at the moment.
You're also blind.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's true. Oh shit, should I have been... I'm gonna try to back away. Just knowing that I was facing G.W.Y.N, I'm gonna try to backpedal as much as I can.
Okay.
I understand I might get twisted around, but I'm going to try to backpedal. I have 55 movement speed. And I'll keep going when I hit a tree.
Alright. Then...
That will be my turn.
Alright.
Oh shit, wait, my background action requires me to be able to see.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, Anya. Never mind, you don't get that.
So...
Pranked me.
I did.
Big
Pranked idiot.
prank. But... Anna.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue to fight this influence, are you ready?
Yes. As a question, does the time keep stacking, or does it reset every time I do the puzzle?
Resets every time.
Resets? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I kind of figured, but I wanted to check. Okay, I'm ready. Do I get any instruction on the puzzle before it starts?
Nope. Good luck, have fun.
Okay. Okay, I will. Ah, I see. Okay. I'm just supposed to be lining these up, right? There's nothing else I'm supposed to be seeing on the screen?
Yep, just line them up.
Just line them up.
More than a minute has passed.
Yep.
Good thing your friends gave you some more time.
I appreciate it, friends. I feel like I'm missing something.
About half your time is gone, Anna.
Yep. I do not understand what I'm missing here. There's no other way that I can, like... I just click to spin these? There's...
Yep, you just click to spin.
Okay.
About a minute left. And that's it.
No. Was I missing something there?
No. It's just a simple, well, I don't want to say simple, but it's a wheel puzzle. But as you're trying to make sense of all the mixed messages in your mind, get lost, G.W.Y.N. And the rest of you watch as Astrana, you start your turn, and the G.W.Y.N bot kind of stands up a little bit taller, seemingly having regained their prior vigor. What are you doing, Astrana?
Oh boy. I am still scared of her, so I can't attack. Am I able to get up from prone with a background action?
With background action, no.
Okay. Can I try to take the help action and shout to Anya just that I saw like the panel in her chest start to open up, like, you know, we've almost got this, just aim like there and there?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, cool. Help action. And then I suppose I'll expend my movement so I'm at least not prone, although I don't know if it'll help.
Gotcha. Then, is that Astrana's turn?
That's me.
Okay.
Yep.
Anya, you're up.
Alrighty.
You have the help action, so I believe you can reroll 2 dice because it's power score.
Mm-hmm.
You can also re-roll those ones.
So you can reroll everything.
Oh boy. So reroll 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy moly. Okay, so that's 15 damage.
15?
With my blighting hex, curse of blighting hex at the panel in Gwyn's chest.
Yeah. We'll take that on stamina, because at this point, Gwyn is regaining 25 stamina points a turn again. Every turn. As, like, the robot dodges out of the way, now locking their eyes directly on you, Anya.
I will put command on her. And that'll... Oh, well, first of all, I'm gonna back up into this bush. I don't like that
give me
thing
any extra
looking at me.
time?
Yeah, it'll give you an extra minute on your next one.
Okay.
And that'll have to be my turn.
Okay. It'll be Newton's turn. Newton going to crawl here. Then he'll go here. He's going to hold his fishing rod just in the vain hope that he's able to hook someone out of danger if it goes that way. Jamie, it's Fred's turn. Go ahead and roll a d6. Five. All damage rolls of target creature gain Surge 2 and Sheer 1 until the start of Fred's next turn. Who is primed for the most damage?
Does Jericho need to reload his guns?
I have to reload stuff.
Yep, he's got to reload. It'd be nice. Surge regains stamina points.
I will still be unable to attack next round.
He's gonna go ahead and place that on Alfie. And then
I'll do my best.
Fred's gonna head right there. As now it's going to be Wynn's turn again. At this point, chainsaws back out. Full powered. And I think... Yeah, first things first, gonna try and start shopping through Fred. Because doesn't want the debuffs or buffs and debuffs. So, first attack into Fred. He's got 0 stamina. That's gonna be... Let's see... For him. He's got 1 health block. You watch as Fred explodes into a puff of bubbles. And then... Let's see. Well, next one, in range. No, but it's gotta be... Yeah, still gonna be heading towards Alfie. Because that's the mission protocol, and then gonna go ahead and fire a depleted burst at you, Alfie.
I am still out of stamina, so if anything is over 5 damage, it's gonna have to be a health block.
15.
Which would be my last. This isn't something I can try to do my weird tour with?
Your weird tour? No.
Okay.
Or you would have to roll exponentially high.
Okay, and I don't think I can do that with 4 dice. And a prayer. So that has to be my last health block.
Then the rest of you would see Alfie get struck in the chest, go flying backward. You're unconscious, Alfie.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I have a question. Do you remember when Astrana sacrificed her action to try to read Gwyn's mind and see if there was any part that she could reach out to?
Yeah.
As well as Jericho sacrificing his action to use augury to see if there's a way we could restore Gwyn, not just kill the creature, restore Gwyn. Can we argue that is using your cunning to try to solve a problem in a unique way and gaining a peace token for that? Because we were specifically, and especially since Astrana has been trying to do things that are not violent towards Gwyn but more supportive to the rest of us, it is specifically trying to avoid violence and possibly to the detriment of the fight, but in support of our friend.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Are you guys okay if I use a peace token to avoid going down?
Yeah. I'm
Go for it.
Now, I have
Do
Avoid going
second
down?
question.
That's not going to happen.
Okay, but somebody's... Now, my question is between a lucky break or somebody's good nature. Somebody's good nature being Gwyn's inside part. You know what I'm saying? The Gwyn inside Gwyn being the good nature prevailing against the
How'd that help you?
programming. Not me. It would help Gwyn. It would help the rest of us.
Okay.
So somebody's good nature prevails, being Gwyn's true self prevails against the programming. If that makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense.
There are two Gwyns inside of you.
Then
I'm okay if I go down, but it helps the rest of us not go down.
Then I will say, as Gwyn, you see Alfie get hit. In this moment, you're able to burst back forth, and like your robot self goes to the depleted version once again. At least until your turn. However, they still have one last thing that they can do, which is honestly going to be a lot better since yeah, they're depleted, because this might have killed some of you. They're going to go ahead and use Lightning Blitz as Gwyn turns into an absolute beam of light, darting around the entire map, dealing 5 damage to all of you, ending their turn right next to Alfie.
Does shield rating reduce that?
It would.
Cool. Mine was at 6, which means thank God I take nothing.
Mm-hmm. And that would be Gwyn's turn. Jericho, you're up.
Reload the gun.
Okay?
And then... petrified out of my mind. Walk up on to get closer. And I will give my rerolls to he's unconscious, so yeah.
Gotcha.
End of turn.
Then, Alfie, on your turn, you are unconscious. But the world begins to flip. Up and over until you are standing in a misty place looking up at the battlefield and the events transpiring above. As you look around, there is a massive black rabbit sitting and watching you. You have one question.
What's wrong with me?
You You were cursed. A curse to take in the warmth of the world. It will grow exponentially until you freeze everything. Till everything is cold. That is what is wrong with you. Your core is forever hungry, forever craving, never to be stopped, never to be helped. For now, we cut back to you, G.W.Y.N, as within your mind, you continue to feel your friends, your allies, struggling. This moment, are you ready?
I think so.
Are we allowed to observe the puzzles as Anna is trying to solve them?
Yeah?
Okay.
The whole time you've been able to do it, yeah?
Okay.
Watch
Oh,
me
I
cool.
thought so,
look
and I have
stupid.
been doing that, but then I got
I
scared.
still don't know what I was doing wrong with the wheel puzzle.
I am equally as confused.
I am too, I'll be honest.
Then,
I wasn't looking at it.
let's see here.
Please, if you could throw me a softball.
They're predetermined. They're all predetermined.
Aw.
How many do you have predetermined? Because if we survive for like 17 rounds, surely at some point we gotta run out.
I don't think you're surviving 17 rounds.
I don't think that was happening in either direction.
But, here you go. Good luck.
Okay. Oh, fucking, oh no. Can I determine what direction these go in?
You can click
Or
them.
no? Okay, there's something there I can't see. I hate that I can't see some of these tiles.
Hmm?
I can't see some of the tiles, like they're just black squares, so I can't tell what I can move and what I can't move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this isn't happening.
Okay.
No,
Right, you got this. You can do it.
I literally
fully believe
cannot.
in you. You got this. And if I may suggest, if there's always the option of double or nothing, which whether you take it or not, we will probably be in a bad position either way. You got this.
And that's the time. Are you wishing to double it? Leave G.W.Y.N as she is.
Would it be the same puzzle or a different puzzle?
It would be the same puzzle.
Then no.
Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Then, with this, G.W.Y.N will still be depleted until G.W.Y.N's turn due to the peace token. But afterward, there is going to, when it gets to G.W.Y.N's turn, I should say, then the depletion will stop. So, Astrana, you're up.
Oh god. Okay.
And I believe it has been 3 rounds.
Oh shit! I thought I had one more left. That is fantastic. I think. I think she's within range. Because I think it's. Yeah, it's 100 feet. I'm gonna try to launch some fire at her. If possible, at her. I know she's probably facing Alfie, but if she ever turns just enough for me to see the hinges, I'd like to hit those if possible.
Yeah, that's possible.
Okay, cool. And then. Oh, Alfie's unconscious, so I don't get their bonus, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, is it too late to, background action ignore my minor injury?
No. Well, your minor injury
Okay,
is... it's on your next roll, so ignoring your detriment 3 was just like...
Oh, okay, so that just goes away then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, I am attacking. I wasn't sure if it would just keep getting put off or not. I have
I'm gonna give you
one
your
more
chance
here.
to reroll.
Thank you. I'll take your reroll, and then I'll use a hero point of my own. Oh, good lord. That is... shit, that's still only 4 damage then?
4 damage. Did you include the command?
Oh shit, I didn't realize she still had that on her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
Then we'll take that on stamina. Not enough damage to add to the time, though.
That is fair. Then I'll go ahead and background action regain 4 stamina. And I'll...
Gotcha.
I'll kind of circle down this way, and then I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Then, Anya, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna have to do the same thing that I've been trying to do, which is targeting those hinges
Okay.
with my Curse of Blighting Hex. I am going to re-roll 3 of those.
Well, you get to reroll the one for free.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yes. Anyways, that is 9 damage.
9 damage? Okay. Then, taking it on stamina once again, as G.W.Y.N is going to dodge, but starting to look a little slower, a little more tired.
Alright, I'm applying command on her again.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Then, with that, that is your turn. right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then it will be Newton's turn. Newton is far away. He's going to attempt to... He's going to attempt to crawl forward here. And he's going to try and hold his action to help Jericho after he fires. That will be Newton's turn. Top of the round, though, it's going to be G.W.Y.N. As at this point, gonna line up right here and gonna fire. Yep, depleted burst at Anya. First shot at Anya.
Okay.
30.
Alright, that's gonna be a health block.
Sheer 1 on this.
Okay, that's 2 health blocks.
And then...
I roll 2d6, right?
2d6, yep.
11. And then... 6.
Gotcha. You lose 1 hero point if you're able, and then creatures gain benefit 1 on damage rolls against you.
Okay. Is that the major injury?
Yes. You would also be knocked back there. And then G.W.Y.N is going to go ahead and fire at Astrana. Astrana.
That's going to be my last health block.
Would this kill you?
Yeah, I don't have any way to block it, unfortunately. Got 1 health block left.
Then Newton's deal with Granny Cracklebones comes to fruition. Because he lied. You see a burst of energy flying towards you, Astrana. And then there's a flash. And you hear a cry as Newton is in front of you. And you can see him looking at you through his glasses. His eyes wide with surprise. Just a little bit of fear. And you can see he just falls into your arms, Astrana.
Yeah, no, I would hold him tight. I think Destrana's jaw is just kind of slack with shock. Newton, why would you?
I wanted to be a hero. Like you.
You are a hero, Newton. And I think she just draws him even tighter.
And you feel the last breath slip away, floating off in the wind, in the breeze. As in this moment, Astrana, you've lost Tattercoat Knight. As at this moment, G.W.Y.N sees this. We go ahead. Begin marching forward. Towards you, Estrana. And then we'll fire 3 heat-seeking kunai at all of you, and 1 extra at Estrana. First, the ones against you, Estrana. As you're holding Newton, you see these things coming after you. 2 damage. 2 damage.
Stamina. Okay.
2 damage.
Okay.
That would be 8 damage total.
8 damage total. That puts me at 3 stamina.
And as you duck and dive out of the way, still alive, at Jericho, 4 damage. No damage. 2 damage. 6 in total to you, Jericho.
Stamina.
Then 4 to you, Anya. Another 4, that's 8. And then 2.
That's gonna be my last health block.
Gotcha. Then, in this moment, as all of the kunai surge forward, G.W.Y.N is not actually trying to kill you, Anya. G.W.Y.N will take you into unconsciousness. But that will go ahead and, well, no. G.W.Y.N has one last thing they're able to do. Let's see here. They have a shoot and steal. Estrana, how many stamina points do you have left?
I have 3.
G.W.Y.N will take those 3 stamina points and we'll fire them at Jericho.
So I take 3?
Take 3.
Okay, stamina.
And then that will be G.W.Y.N's turn. Jericho, you're up.
Okay. Is the command still up?
It would be yes.
Okay, I shoot at G.W.Y.N, trying to aim for that spot.
Okay.
I have 1 hero point left. I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
That's 24 points of damage.
24. Then, with this, as you go ahead and impact, G.W.Y.N's chest flies open once more. As you go ahead, you take another health block. And at this moment, there's kind of beginning to be like the openings of the chest panel where you're beginning to see that blue stone start to appear inside.
Do I think the hole is big enough to reach into?
It's small. It is a very, very small hole. It's not a great chance.
I almost hate what I'm about to say. Does it look big enough for a rat to get into?
It just might. Are you sending Piero with your background action?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, as he scurries out of his pocket, he gives you a nod. I'm on it, boss. I promise. And you watch as he leaps down and he begins scurrying towards G.W.Y.N.
If it would have helped, I would have gotten closer.
It would have helped, yes. How much closer can you get?
Let's see. That was 30 feet, so I can get there.
Okay, that helps a lot. He basically just needs to use movement. He'll have his action if he gets there. Bigger the hole, the better. Or anything that would allow him to get a shot to pull out the gem.
Gotcha. In that case, can I give my background action to him?
You could, yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay.
But that's all I can do.
Gotcha. Then as you stand there, facing G.W.Y.N, Alfie, you are still in unconsciousness, still facing the rabbit. Do you have a question?
Sit. How do I fix it?
To fix what is before you, you must seek the heart of this place. What machinations brought you? What transformed you? What brought you? And you must repair it. You must become full. You must go to where your dreams die. You must head to where it all began. You must head to the lake. And with that, as we then cut back, G.W.Y.N, it is your turn. Jericho, with that attack, gave you 3 extra minutes on this, so you're now looking at, what would this be? 6-minute timer here.
And I argue, and maybe beg, that the sight of Newton dying by my own hand, and Anya and Alfie going down, could be enough to help me, at the very least, help me break out of my programming this round.
I would say it would help you. Yes. If you would like, I would give you the option of you going back to a puzzle that you've already done and having the extra time to do it.
Oh. I really, really hope it's not that slider puzzle, but sure.
I'll let you choose. Which puzzle?
The match one?
The match one? Okay. Then you've got another crack at it. I will reset it.
Okay.
And there you go. Good luck.
Okay.
Then, with this, as you struggle and fight against your programming, you're able to, for a moment, wrestle back control as you deplete your form once more. Strana, you're up.
Okay. I think still clutching Newton tight to her. I think she'll shoot another blast of fire.
Okay.
Take 2 rerolls.
Thank you. I love you. Does she? She doesn't still have command on her, does she?
She does not.
Okay.
Or no, she would, because Jericho put command.
I did what?
Or no, didn't. Oh, you didn't. Right.
I used up the command
Yeah.
for my shot.
That's right.
2 successes, 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Then, gonna go ahead and burn stamina points for this one.
Okay. I don't suppose that was enough damage to add any extra time.
I would have added another minute.
Okay. Background action. Regain. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'll do much, but I'll go ahead and regain some stamina.
Gotcha.
And then I'll stick where I am and end my turn.
Okay. Anya, your dreams descend into somewhere strange. You are amongst a deep evergreen forest. You don't see more than 10 feet ahead of you as there is a great amount of foliage. But you feel eyes on you. Ask, and you shall receive.
Why am I irradiated in low magic?
You are the hope of us, of many. You have seen what we have not, and you bring us back our eyes. You bring us back our power. Ask, and you shall receive.
Who are you?
I have watched you since you were a child. I wreathe you in power. You are my magnum opus, raised to this point. But you bore me. Ask and you shall receive.
Can you return me to battle?
This I can do. A return. But at what cost? Are you willing to bear it?
What would the cost be?
More, endless more.
Okay. Yes.
Good. And at this point, Anya, on the battlefield, you open your eyes as something begins to flicker and change. The rest of you feel something new swelling a deep power and energy that, quite frankly, you haven't felt before, but it's originating from Anya. Return to the battlefield. All of you see the world begin to crack as aether starts to flow from the ground into you, Anya, as you return back to your feet with 3 health blocks, absolutely dripping with aether. But as the aether leaves your hand, it starts off blue, but it becomes like this tarnished, rusty orange color. You are filled with cursed energy as you see Estrana and Jericho face down. G.W.Y.N as a small little rat with his little sword makes his way towards your old friend. I will say you have an action. Don't have a background action. You'd probably have half movement.
Okay, and I don't have regained stamina, do I?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to use... I'm gonna do Curse of Shadow Chains on G.W.Y.N.
Curse of Shadow Chains. Okay. Then, as you throw those forward, the chains begin to wrap around G.W.Y.N's form, hooking into the metal itself. And is there anything else you're trying to do, Anya?
I'm just trying to hold her steady so that the rat can get to her.
Gotcha. Are you wanting to push your cursed energy as far as it can go?
I mean, I paid something for it, so yeah.
Roll a d100. Ooh!
8.
Lovely. Anya, all your aether becomes this rusty orange. As Jericho, you begin to watch as the chains wrap around G.W.Y.N more and more and more and more, layer after layer, as more aether just starts to rise from the ground. The skies start to darken as Anya brings forth her accursed magic. The area around G.W.Y.N begins to glow with this orange light and hue as you just begin to hold G.W.Y.N in place, Anya. And who knows what else as you feel something change. With that, I believe, being your turn, correct?
Yep.
And as you're holding her there, Piero is going to run up the side of G.W.Y.N and seeing the chain, seeing them beginning to try and pull G.W.Y.N apart. He's going to hold his action. Holding it for just the right time so that he has the best chance of pulling the stone out himself. This point, top of the round, G.W.Y.N's up. Chainsaws. As G.W.Y.N begins to advance upon you, Jericho. But you watch as some of those chains begin to dig in to G.W.Y.N, pulling back parts of the metal. And then Piero's going to try to make his move. G.W.Y.N is missing at this moment 4 health blocks. He's going to have to roll higher than a 2.
His sword does have sharp 2 on it, right?
It does, yes.
Yes.
And if he rolls a 1, he gets to re-roll it.
Correct. So here we go. That is a full success, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm so proud of him.
Jericho, you watch as your partner dives into the circuitry of G.W.Y.N as she pulls back, ready to strike into you. And you hear a rat squeak triumphantly as there's a burst of power and energy from G.W.Y.N. And in this moment, you watch as the light begins to die away as Piero is launched out of the guts of G.W.Y.N, holding on to the Breeze Stone, almost
Can I try to
coasting on the
catch him?
wind. You can, as you leap up, he reaches out for you and you for him, Jericho. And you grab your partner. As you pull him back down, Estrana, Jericho, Anya, you watch as G.W.Y.N falls down, unconscious, immobilized. At this moment, Jericho, as you look, the battle seems to be over. At least you hope so. Are you attempting to go ahead and put the Breeze Stone back in?
Yeah, I am.
You walk over then, bending low. As Anya, you begin to disperse your chains, letting it fade, though the impacts on the world remain. You go ahead and bend down. You place the Breeze Stone back into G.W.Y.N's chest. There is a swirling of wind momentarily as you watch as the form becomes more compact. Flesh, synthetic flesh, starts to regrow. When you wake up on the ground, new memories in your head as you not only remember this battle, you remember some of what happened before. You feel it buried in your mind. But more so, you're just looking at the carnage. What are you
I
doing?
think she would look around, and when she lays eyes on Newton, she's just not able to look away. Am I able to move?
You are.
Okay. I'm gonna get up and walk over to Newton.
Estrana,
I
do you
think-
still have him?
Estrana would still be holding him. I think as she sees Gwyn approaching, though, she kind of reflexively, pulls him closer, almost trying to hide him from her.
I'm so sorry.
You... He... That, too.
I'm sorry. Could I call and use my revive power on Newton?
Sure. So you
Okay.
go ahead, bend down.
Yeah, just yeah, sort of hesitantly as Estrana is holding him kind of away from her, just sort of like put a hand out to show that she means no harm. And if Estrana would let her put a hand on him, I think she'd sort of, in a weird way, tap into, the same drive to not let things go as probably her mother had.
Mm-hmm.
And use the revive power on Newton.
You tap into that same power, that same energy. You all see a light begin to emerge from G.W.Y.N as the winds begin to pick up. The fan, not a fan, actually. It's the wind caused by the breeze stone in G.W.Y.N's chest. As you reach out, G.W.Y.N, place your hands on Newton and place its power into him. And he breathes as the eyes come back and he looks at you. He kind of seems confused. I had a wackety dream. Oh.
I think at that she'd just kind of fall to her knees and cry.
And it is here where we will end the session for today, as all of you can go ahead and take a level up as your coats evolve. Congratulations, gang! You did it!
God.
That was a prayer and a half, and then an extra skate.
Shout out to Piero.
Nah.
My buddy didn't know whether to throw up or cry the entire time.
What did you say, Dalton? All I heard was yelling. Hold on.
What I said was, nah, my boy Piero had us from the start.
Piero!
Let's go.
Bro is a Tattercoat knight.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my
Dalton,
God.
as soon as you were like, wait a minute, could a rat fit? I was like, oh my god, he might have done it.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank God for Piero.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh boy. Anyways,
Colin, I'm suing you for emotional damages.
I told you I would
Welcome
do terrible
to the season
crimes.
finale,
Yep.
you motherfucker.
Also,
Now you know how it feels.
Also, Anna, he's in law school. He can win.
No.
Anna, as a settlement, do you want to see what your new coat does?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Here's a fun fact while he sends it over. Colin's dad was once asked to sue himself, and apparently, it's possible that it runs in the family. You could hire Colin to sue on your behalf.
Colin, could I get you to sue you for me?
I'm not a lawyer yet, so probably not.
Oh, fuck.
I just put myself
Maybe-
in jail.
Damn.
Hey, win-win.
Win-win.
Did you just say win-win? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
And then Anna said Gwyn. I don't want to go further that.
anyways, I'm communing with some sort of being. So I
Yeah, what's
might
that about?
We're
I
all
might be-
communing with some sort of being.
Everything
I
is
might be
happening so much.
introducing I might be introducing the frying pan into the fire.
Hmm?
Who
Yeah.
knows?
I want to know what that host thing was about in the matching thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably don't worry about it.
don't worry
Right.
about it. Don't worry about
At
it.
first,
I mean,
so
I
at first
think
I
it's...
lined up Newton with host first because I was like, he's like our host for this world, and then nothing else after that lined up, and I was like, wait a minute,
Wait a minute.
hold on, wait a minute.
I think it's pretty obvious. You are the host for your chicken.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are her egg.
Oh,
You're
you can
her
take a hero
nest,
point.
Which I think is weird.
Hero points are scary.
Well, here. Let me put you the coat because after you guys right now have your shimmering coats. Now your coats upgrade to sparkling.
Oh my god.
I feel very sparkly.
Yes.
Did they get glittering
Sparkle.
later?
Maybe. But new thing you get, G.W.Y.N, is Quick Strike. You may use a quick use item by only expending your movement. Additionally, if you use a quick use item on your turn, your next damage roll on your turn gains Malicious 1.
Oh,
And then a
what
few
does
other
malicious
things.
do?
Ooh, Malicious is... It's a cute little thing. It's a cute little
It sounds
tag.
cute.
It's really cute. So what Malicious does is, when you remove a health block, the target has to lose some stamina points, or they gain the dire condition, which is basically like lose more health blocks automatically.
I feel cuter.
It's very, very cute. Then you...
Yeah, Mike.
If you use that against us, I will end you.
I don't think you could if you tried.
I had
You-
malicious, and it
I
was very, very fun.
promise I won't become the Terminator again.
I
Can you
don't
make
Don't
that
make
promise?
promises you can't keep.
I
Wait,
I don't think
promise.
that's a
Anna,
check you can
look me in
cash.
the eyes.
I'm looking in the eyes. I promise. I am looking in the eyes and
You
blinking cutely
promise.
at you.
I am
Are your
holding
fingers
up my
crossed?
pinky. Do you promise? 2 pinkies so we can tell your
I
fingers aren't
am-
crossed. Double
I
pinky
am
promise me.
Double pinky promising you, and I'm blinking very cutely, and my coat is sparkly.
And you're...
Are you blinking SOS? or are you blinking JK?
No, I'm also blinking I promise in Morse code.
Your searching subroutine also now has a range of 1 mile, so...
Let's go.
A little helpful, a little helpful.
Do I keep my updates that I got?
You do,
By the
you
way.
do. They're still in there. You're still
Yay.
you.
Oh, that's awesome. So just take more.
Yes, can I download some more right now? Like 3 more,
Oh.
maybe?
I think Dalton might have a heart attack.
Hey,
I'm gonna.
Gwyn,
You know
before
the
you-
911 call, the chimpanzee that bit the lady's face off? He ain't got nothing on me when I see you this weekend.
I think between this and the cursed knife thing, we're just gonna be like 2 chimpanzees in a cage match when we see each other.
Gwyn,
Blinking at each other.
before you take more updates, we gotta put an
Yes.
ad blocker on you.
An ad blocker, an
Will you
antivirus, maybe a
VPN
VPN.
as well.
So, Shannon, do you want to be sparkling in your new coat?
I do.
You get cat-like reflexes. Once per combat, when you would suffer damage, you can suffer no damage instead.
You see, a lot of these are cat themed, and I mean,
Are you
this could-
slowly turning into a cat girl?
I don't know.
What do you mean
maybe-
slowly?
You are toast.
That's true.
Maybe I'm a host for a cat creature, and that's why where my power comes from.
The Eldritch in your head really just wants scritches.
Secretly, Maple is like just a front for this dark being who is funneling their powers through me to do their bidding because they don't have thumbs.
Powered by Purring now gives +3 hero points, and Feline Flicker now has a range of 1,000 feet.
Oh, that rules.
Yes. 1,000. Who's next up? Let's see. What if we go with Astrana? Astrana, would you like a new little item as a treat?
I would love a new little item as a treat.
Just okay. Are you sure? I mean, I could hold it back if you want.
No, I'm sure.
Okay.
I want it.
Gotcha. Then Astrana, from shimmering to sparkling, you had psionic armor. Welcome to Mental Cyclone. You may spend your background action to activate Mental Cyclone once per combat. Your maximum stamina points are reduced to your character level until the end of combat. And on the turn Mental Cyclone is activated, you deal spiritual crushing damage equal to your character level to a target creature you can see. Whenever you target a creature with damage for the remainder of combat, you gain +1 psi point for each creature targeted.
Holy fuck.
It's an engine. Choo choo.
Choo choo.
Choo choo. A little bit of a slow start, but hey, that's how it goes. Now, Dalton, do you want a new coat? Are you...
I would, actually.
Okay. I just don't know with you, because, sometimes you're like, do I need the coat? Do I not need the coat? Now, you could just take the coat off.
I would like the coat.
Okay. You like the coat. That's good to know.
Yes.
I'll put it in my
It's
notes.
chilly in here.
So, sparkling time, shooter stance. if you didn't move on your last turn and no enemy is within 20 feet of you, damage rolls made with a weapon that has a range of 30 feet or more gain sheer 1.
Very nice.
Sniper's Precision also now deals 30 extra damage on your damage roll. Spending all your movement to do that extra damage. Then your Quick Draw, the damage is now doubled. So, very nice there. Got that doubling of the damage. I think you already had the doubling damage, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. You got more damage from precision. You got your shooter stance. So, a sparkling man, a good shooter. Which then leaves Alpheka.
Hi.
You've been getting hunted.
That's right.
I think, do you feel a little exposed?
Not exposed enough to reject a sparkling coat.
Well, what about a sparkling coat that can get you a fortress? Foresight Fortress.
My God.
Whenever you take the guard action, you may give yourself or another creature you see plus 10 shield rating until the end of combat. If you've taken the guard action 3 or more times during combat, you make all damage rolls with benefit 1 in sheer 4. And then, of course, you've got Dream Warrior as well, which is always fun, but now it's 4 below your own level instead of 5 for your Dream Warriors.
Nora again.
And yeah, new shiny coats for a new shiny season.
I have a
Nice.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Can this make it look like I have the permanent sparkle body spray on?
It's pride, sure.
Yay!
Yippee!
Thank you, and I love you. Can that be explicitly mentioned in the coat so we don't forget?
So we all sparkle?
Anyone who wants to sparkle can sparkle anytime they
Anya
like.
Anya wants to fucking sparkle all the
So
time.
true. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, happy Pride. The crimes are never
I'm adding
ending.
it in as the ability called called Sparkle Princess.
Good for you, Sparkle Princess. Oh, and your
Nobody's
tour
dead
increases
permanently.
as well.
Is that good or bad? I'm
Well,
gonna throw up.
now your tour is, I believe, up to what, 5?
5.
Cool.
I don't know who made Anya and Alfie, 2 cursed bitches, the heroes of this land.
You did.
Oh, Mo.
Damn.
No.
Hey, Colin, I DM'd you a question, just out of curiosity.
Oh, well, here, let me give you my answer.
Great.
I had to make.
That's what I figured.
I had to make a stress hot chocolate. Like, I haven't made a stress hot chocolate since I was 16 years old.
Well,
I had like an hour and a half long interview today, and I was more stressed during this, including when I got like an email like an hour after that was like, "Thank you for your time," and I thought they were rejecting me right there.
Oh, boy.
Like
Oh my
the spike in
God.
my heart rate, nothing compared to this session.
Yeah. I need you guys to know I have an entire page in my notes where I planned for shit that I could maybe do this session, and he was able to use none of it. 'Cause I was in puzzle jail.
puzzle jail. Well, I was told, like puzzles, and I
I
went,
do like puzzles.
awesome!
But I was
puzzles.
stupid tonight.
You were stressed, and that's even worse.
Yeah.
Stress does terrible things to the human mind. Or great things
noticed.
for
But
if you're the enemies.
you're mentioning great things. I was drawing Yathis to try to lock in.
Had to
That's crazy.
quick doodle some art.
Yep.
I'd Love puzzle jail. Yippee.
Alright, essentially real questions. Mechanic questions this time, Colin.
The cap for Scion points is like whatever the max is set for like the power. So if it gives 5, that's the cap. So whatever like your powers and coat give, that would be your cap.
Okay, gotcha. So I don't just gain more and more with Mental Cyclone.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
Use them or lose them.
Makes sense.
Anna,
Hmm?
it's the rats again.
It's always the rats. It's the rats. The rats are always the answer.
For context, Dalton, would you like to fill everybody in on what happened on Saturday with the rats?